Hello there, first grade friends. Today we are going to continue in chapter 13 in our IntoMath workbook. Today we will be starting on lesson 2, Understand and Explain Place Value Addition. So by the end of this video, you will be able to use place value to add 2-digit numbers. Let's get started. We'll begin on page 391 in your IntoMath workbook. Spark your learning. How can you represent tens and ones to solve the problem? Joe and Maria put their rock collections together. How many rocks do they have? The table shows how many rocks each person has in their collection. Joe and Maria put their rock collections together. How many rocks do they have? Draw to represent tens and ones. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to cross off Thomas because we don't need to worry about how many rocks he has. All we need to focus on are Joe and Maria. So let's go ahead and take a look. Joe has 21 rocks. We can show that by drawing 2 groups of 10 and 1 circle for 1, 1. Maria has 46 rocks. So I'll draw 4 groups of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we are going to combine them or add them together. Let's start by looking at my tens place. I have a 2 and a 4. 2 groups of 10 is 20. 4 groups of 10 is 40. So if I count them all up, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I can look at my ones. Joe has 1 1 and Maria has 6 ones. 6 plus 1 will give me 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all together, Maria and Joe have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67 rocks. Let's go ahead and check our work. You need to add 21 and 46. The sum is 67. So Joe and Maria have 67 rocks. What would you do to find out how many rocks Thomas and Maria have together? Let's go ahead and jump back. And let's look at Thomas and Maria. I'll circle those 2. Let's look at our tens place. We have a 3 and a 4. I know that 3 plus 4 gives me 7. So since it's a group of 10, he would have 70. But we also have some ones. Maria has 6 ones. Thomas has 0. 0 plus 6 gives me 6. So altogether, Thomas and Maria have 76 rocks. Next, we'll take a look at page 392, 392. Build understanding. There are 12 children at the park. Then 26 more children come. How many children are at the park now? So remember, there are 12 children at the park. So let's go ahead and write that in our first box. In the number 12, we have one group of 10 and 2 ones to give us 12. Then 26 more children come. Two and 6 make 26. How can you use tens and ones to show your work? So I chose to just use the numbers. You can always draw a picture to help you out. So I have 2 ones and 6 ones. If I add 2 and 6 together, that will give me 8. If I have one group of 10 plus 2 groups of 10, that gives me 3 groups of 10. So altogether, there are 38 children at the park. Let's take a look at this as a drawing, like our quick picture that we normally do. So we'll erase that. The number that we are trying to reach is 38. So let's see if we get that when we draw a picture. So our first number was 12. So I have one group of 10 and 1, 2 ones. My second number was 26. 2 groups of 10 and 6 ones. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's go ahead and add the pictures together. I have 2 ones and 6 ones. If I count them all up, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. And let's count my groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, or 10, 20, 30. 38. So my 2 numbers match. So let's take a look. They decided to draw the picture to show it. So they have their one group of 10 and 2 ones, and their 2 groups of 10 and 6 ones. So how many 10s and 1s are there? We figured out that there are 3 10s and 8 1s. 1 10 plus 2 10s is 3 10s. 2 1s plus 6 1s is 8 1s. So the chart shows 3 10s plus 8 1s. Place the total number of 10s and 1s to show how many children are at the park now. So, as we've said, we have 3 groups of 10 and we have 8 1s. 3 10s plus 8 1s equals 38. 1 10 plus 2 10s is equal to 3 10s, and 2 1s plus 6 1s is equal to 8 1s. There is a total of 3 10s and 8 1s. So we know that 30 plus 8 equals 38. Explain how to use tens and ones to add 14 plus 26. All right, I've switched over to my whiteboard here. They want to know, explain how to use tens and ones to add 14 plus 26. So I have the number 14. There's my 1. And here's my 4. Plus 26. Ooh, this one is going to be tricky. I would say for this one, let's go ahead and draw a picture. So my first group is 14. So I have one group of 10 and 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's quickly make that nifty little box that they have. We're going to draw. So here's my 10s. And my 1s. Woof, okay. So we took care of 14. Now let's take a look at 26. I have 2 groups of 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's go ahead and take a look at our ones first. Let's count them all up together. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, that's another group of 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross these out and I'm going to make one more group of 10 over here on the side. Let's count up how many 10s we have now. I have 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, and 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 14 plus 26 will give me 40. If I'm going to add up and down like this, and this is something that you will learn in 2nd grade, I do something that's called regrouping. 4 plus 6 is 10, but I can only have one number in the 1 spot. I can't have, for example, I have 1 plus 2 is 3 and 10 over here. 10 is not a digit that is just in the ones place. So what we have to do is, we'll get rid of that. We're going to do what's called regrouping. I know that 4 plus 6 is 10. I can keep that 0 from the 1 spot here, but the 1 that would go in front of the 10, I'm going to put it up here and add it to this group. So I have 1 plus 2, which equals 3. Then I need to add this 1 extra. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. Again, this is something that you will learn in 2nd grade. It's just something to get your brain moving and grooving and working. That is all that I have for you today. On your own, please complete page 393, 393 in your IntoMath workbook. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me or shoot me an email. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.